And welcome to yet another day on the Team Triumph Around Australia ride. And we've just arrived in Georgetown. If you don't know where Georgetown is, it's the hometown of Boy George. That's why it's called Georgetown. So having such a famous resident, we thought rather than speak to personalities, we'd go and look at the flora. We were going to talk to the fauna, but the big sign says never smile at a crocodile. So thank you to the wonderful lady that reminded me of that. So we're looking at the flora, and at the Motel Latana we have found this gorgeous clump of multi-species, which we'll talk about, of bougainvillea. Now I know once when I was driving coaches in the Northern Territory, I got a little bougainvillea plant, throw out special at Coles or somewhere like that in Darwin, and nurtured it until I took it home and it grew into a 35-metre tree that then fell over on the car. But nevertheless, we had many years of it. So this is bougainvillea. We've got a lovely single red one here, which will probably show up purple on the screen. Then we've got the real purple one in here. And then the less purple one down there. Now, if you've turned off, that's fine. Bougainvilleas aren't everyone's cup of tea or cup of coffee for my American listeners, viewers. But I do know that some people, especially in Canada, I to the Klippensteins in Calgary and Brandon. No, sorry, came from Brandon. Try Airdrie, who do like plants. And they like to see how the vegetation in Australia varies from their snow-covered area with conifers and those type of things. Now we'll find a nice yellow one here. Just keeping an eye out in case there's crocodiles around. A different type of purple one there. And we've had a request for a bit more footage of actually riding the bikes. Well, there's good news and bad news. We actually have 3 cameras on the bike. Bad news is, well, they're all busily recording front view, rear view and random view. To get them on the YouTube, they have to be downloaded through a program called something like Insta360, processed and then put out. Export it and then import it into YouTube. So we're going to do that because we've got a lovely camera that's doing some beautiful panoramic shots, but that may well be a compilation when we get back from around Australia. So it might be something really to look forward to. But yes, I know we had intended to do some on-bike ones like we normally do, but a few little problems there. Technical issues have prohibited that. We are recording them, so we have to make do with the camera. And no, we don't have a quad lock on it, so we can't use the camera on the bike. We have to stop the bike and use the camera. So it was a lovely run today, from Cairns through to Georgetown, about 390 kilometres. It was one of those days when you're really glad you're on a motorbike. It was different country. Once we got out Cairns and the traffic, we came on the Savannah Way, which is also highway number 1, or the Great Inland Route number 1. And it was typical Australian outback country. So it was a great day. Plenty of dead kangaroos along the way. None of them interfered with us because we were in the heat of the day. This is our motel, back of it there. Latana Motel, very nice motel. It's got a restaurant in it. All the rooms are air conditioned. There's actually 31 rooms here. I think they said last night the place was shoulder to shoulder. It's about 1 kilometre out of the town, which means you don't have any problems. Well, hopefully no problems. It's a lovely family-owned motel. Grounds are lovely, well kept, but it's got a pool out front too, clean pool, But I just thought I'd show you this bougainvillea because it's typical northern aspect of Australia, the vegetation. And this particular examples here show you 7 different colours and 4 different types. Now I know a lot of these are going to show up purple on the camera, on the screen, but when you see them in real life, they may on the screen, especially if you put it on the big screen, go back to the colours that they originally were. So it's a lovely example. There's a pond down the back that you can sit there and watch to make sure the crocodiles don't grab you. No salties in that, because as you know there's 2 types of crocodiles in Australia. Freshwater Johnson crocodiles, they'll nip you, sharp, very sharp teeth, but the salties are the ones that will drag you into the water, roll with you, mutilate you and digest you. I mean, if they can do that with a water buffalo, you don't really stand much chance. Now here's a white one, almost green, that's here. You can probably hear the native birds in the background. Some lovely ones here. Yes, the birds are getting a little bit upset because we're coming too close to where they are. Now look at there, some lovely clumps there. Hopefully they will show up in full colour on the screen. So that's the bougainvillea at the Latara Motel, Georgetown. And if you're wondering where Boy George is, boy oh boy, are you in for a surprise. Just look it up on the internet. Anyhow, hit the like button. That's the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. And keep watching because, yes, it's not all vegetation. You will get to actually see the 17,000+ kilometres that we're doing in real life. And when it comes, it should be a great compilation so you can see what's happened. A lot of roadworks today while I was thinking about it, due to the floods and things like that. You can see here, this is what my bougainvillea did. It climbed up 35 metres up a pine tree, and then the weight was too much, it pulled the pine tree out. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to leave comments. But like I said, we know that there's not footage at riding, that's coming, and we're just doing the best we can. But this is really showing you different parts of Australia. So this is left the coast at far north Queensland and we're headed over to the Gulf country. Once again, if you haven't done it, give us a like and add a comment.